I still see you at the doorway, backlit by the hallway light, suitcase shaking in your fingers, trying not to start a fight. I stood there like a stranger in a life we used to own. You were waiting for an answer, I just watched you walk alone. The clock was getting louder with every step you took, silence hanging in the air like pages from a torn out book. I should've grabbed your hand and begged you, baby, please don't go, but I let the moment kill us, 'cause I was too afraid to show. Now I talk to you in mirrors, like you're standing by my bed, drowning in the quiet of everything I left unsaid. All the words I never said are the ones that haunt me now. Baby, please don't leave, stuck somewhere behind my mouth. I could've told you you were everything, the best part of my days, but I let my pride and fear get in the way. Now I'm here with empty hands and a heart full of regret, sleeping with the ghosts of all the words I never said. Your toothbrush still is waiting on the sink beside of mine, like it doesn't know you're gone yet, like it's frozen back in time. Your sweater on the chair still smells like your perfume and rain. I wear it when I miss you, just to feel you close again. My friends all say to move on, that you're better off than me, but they don't hear the late night conversations in my dreams, where I finally say I'm sorry for the times I shut you out, where I tell you you were right to ever doubt. Now I write you open letters that you'll never get to read, every line of broken promise, every tear a quiet plea. All the words I never said are the ones that haunt me now. Every please don't leave, stuck somewhere behind my mouth. I could've told you you were everything, the best part of my days, but I let my pride and fear get in the way. Now I'm here with empty hands and a heart full of regret, sleeping with the ghosts of all the words I never said. I should've told you that the world felt wrong whenever you were near. I should've held you when you fell apart, instead of hiding from your tears. I should've whispered you're my only one on every ordinary night. I should've fought for us with everything, instead of pretending we were fine. If love is just a moment, I let ours slip through my hands. Thought we had 1,000 tomorrow to say what we never planned. Now I'm talking to the ceiling, like somehow you can hear every hour, scared and I need you, falls heavy in the air. In another life I'd stop you on your way out of the door, tell you all the things I'm dying to say now even more. All the words I never said, trace your name across my chest, every you're my home, every you're my best. I should've told you you were everything before you slipped away. Now I'm singing to the silence where your footsteps used to stay. If I could have just one more night to stand where our love bled, I'd hold you and I'd flood you with all the words I never said. So like a song stuck in my head. Loving you in echoes of the life we could have had instead. If you ever think about me, hope you know I loved you then, and all the ways I failed to show you, and all the words I never said.
Streetlights blur like watercolors on the windshield glass. I'm driving through the ruins of what we couldn't last. Your goodbye still on the passenger seat, like a coat you forgot to take with you. I keep replaying every word you said, till the truth cuts right on through. Your name is in my rearview, getting smaller, fading now, but in my chest you're everywhere, you're all I think about. You said someday this will make sense. You said we're better off alone, but it doesn't feel like freedom with my hands shaking on the wheel going home. I turn the radio up, but it can't drown you out. Every love song's just another kind of doubt. So I'm crying on the way back home, driving down these roads we used to own. Every turn is a memory I can't escape. Every red light knows your name. You walked away like you were sure. I watched you close that open door. Now it's just me and this empty phone, and I'm crying, crying on the way back home. Your jacket on the dashboard still smells like your perfume. I should've left it on your doorstep, but I can't let go that soon. I passed a little corner store where we used to buy cheap wine. Now the neon open sign feels like a joke on this closed heart of mine. We said we'd never be the ones who let the distance win. Funny how the miles between us all came from within. You said don't call, I need some space, and I nodded like I understood. But somewhere between your house and mine, I lost the last of what felt good. Phone on the seat, face down, no light. Still I check it at every stoplight. I'm crying on the way back home, driving down these roads we used to own. Every turn is a memory I can't escape. Every red light knows your name. You walked away like you were sure. I watched you close that open door. Now it's just me and this empty phone, and I'm crying, crying on the way back home. Maybe home was never walls and keys. Maybe it was you and me. If that's true, then where do I go now when you're not where my heart leads? I'll pull over by the river where we used to park and dream. Stare at our reflections that don't feel like the same. Two people we've been. I whisper I still love you to a night that won't reply. Then wipe my eyes and put the car in drive and try to leave you behind. I'm crying on the way back home, whispering to God, don't leave me alone. Breathing through the pain at every stop sign's glow, letting go in little pieces on this dark familiar road. I'm crying on the way back home from a life that we outgrew, but I still wanna know if you feel even half of this ache tonight, or if you're sleeping fine beneath your porch light. You walked away like you were sure. I'm still parked outside that door, in my mind even as I drive alone. So I'm crying, yeah, I'm crying on the way back home. By the time I see my porch light fade into the rain, I wipe my eyes and hide the stains, but the steering wheel will always know how hard it was. Crying on the way back home. turned the radio on just to fill up the room. Didn't know the first note would sound like you. Same soft guitar, same aching line about someone leaving someone behind. I pulled the car to the side of the road, 'cause your memory hit like a minor chord. All at once I'm back in your front yard. You're in my arms under falling stars. We were singing off key to some stupid tune, laughing till midnight, turning to noon. Now it's just me in this empty view, and every song somehow sounds like you. I changed the station, but it's all the same. Another melody whispering your name. Every song sounds like you. Every beat like your heart against mine in that room. Every chorus is your laugh, every verse is our truth. I can't hear a love line without hearing you. I try to drown you out with someone else's tune, but it just turns into echoes of the things we used to do. I can't escape it, no matter what I do, 'cause every song sounds like you. I walk into the grocery store, just living out my day. Then our old song starts playing in the frozen food aisle halfway. I freeze between the strangers and the neon blinking light, holding on to memories I shouldn't hold this tight. You used to dance there, barefoot on the floor, spinning in my t-shirt, asking play that one once more. Now I'm the only one who remembers how you moved, but the rhythm in the speakers pulls me back to you. I should turn it off, but I let it play just to feel you close for 3 minutes and change. 'Cause every song sounds like you. Every beat like your heart against mine in that room. Every chorus is your laugh, every verse is our truth. I can't hear a love line without hearing you. I try to drown you out with someone else's tune, but it just turns into echoes of the things we used to do. I can't escape it, no matter what I do, 'cause every song sounds like you. I try to write a brand new melody, something that doesn't taste like you and me, but my pen keeps tracing back to when we were more than just a might have been. Every line I write, you're in between, in the white space and the notes I didn't mean. You're the rise and fall in every rhyme, the ghost that lives in every time. Maybe someday I'll hear a chord that doesn't cut me like your last word, but tonight even the silence in this room is humming like the day I lost you. Every song sounds like you, in the quiet, in the crowd, in the late night blue. I close my eyes, but the music won't fade. You're the soundtrack of the life we never made. Every song sounds like you. Every beat is another I miss you. Every never let you go, just twist the knife straight through. 'Cause you did, and now I'm here without you. I keep skipping tracks like I can skip the truth, but the radio, the records, even whispers in the room, they all replay the way we once were two. Yeah, every love song, every heartbreak, every tune, every lonely aching midnight avenue. Every song sounds like you, and until my heart finds something new, I'll be stuck in every melody and memory we knew. 'Cause every song sounds like you. Maybe one day I'll hear a song and it won't feel like you came along, but until that day finally comes through, I live in verses I can't undo, turning down the volume, but it still bleeds through. 'Cause every song still sounds like you. We didn't break like thunder, we just faded like a light, dimmer with each quiet apology at 2 a.m. at night. We stopped staying up till morning just to hear each other breathe. Started turning off the bedroom lamp and lying back to sleep. You used to trace my fingertips like you were mapping out our fate. Now your hand stays in your pocket and we're always running late. Then it turns to small talk, then it's staring at our phones. Two strangers at a table we used to call our home. I can feel the fault lines forming underneath our feet. Every silence stretches out another mile between. It's heartbreak in slow motion, watching you let go. Frame by frame, every day a little further, till I barely know your name. We don't scream, we don't shatter, we just drift like we don't matter. And I'm stuck inside the moment where you stop reaching for my hand. It's heartbreak in slow motion. And I don't know where we'll end. Your jacket's by the front door, but you're always somewhere else. You smile, but it's a half light that won't ever warm the house. We laugh about a memory, but even that feels wrong. Like we're actors in a rerun of a show that's been too long. I hear the shower running, but I don't hear you hum my song. You used to sing it off key just to make me laugh along. Now the water hides are crying, or maybe mine instead. We're both drowning in the distance, lying quietly in our bed. And every I'm just tired is another little cut. I can feel us closing doors we never meant to shut. It's heartbreak in slow motion, watching you let go. Frame by frame, every day a little further, till I barely know your name. We don't scream, we don't shatter, we just drift like we don't matter. And I'm stuck inside the moment where you stop reaching for my hand. It's heartbreak in slow motion. And I don't know where we'll end. Maybe it would hurt less if we gone out in a flash, if we burn the whole house down instead of living in the ash. But we're sipping bitter coffee, talking weather, talking plans, while our hearts are speaking languages we don't understand. I keep replaying better days like movies in my head. You're spinning in my arms again, not inches from the edge of time. We're just big sides and neither break us or rewind. I wouldn't have to watch you disappear in slow decline. It's heartbreak in slow motion. Every blink you're further out of reach. Your eyes still say you're here, but your soul is on the beach. You're some new sunrise I can't see, where you're learning to be free, while I'm frozen in the moment where you stop believing in me. It's heartbreak in slow motion, not a crash, just a quiet slide from I can't live without you to we'll both be alright. We don't scream, we don't shatter, we just fade like we don't matter. And I'm memorizing pieces of the you I used to know. It's heartbreak in slow motion, watching you let our forever go. One day you'll pack your suitcase like it's just another day, and I'm not like I expected. What's been coming anyway? But tonight I feel
and I can't outrun the pain.
You started packing long before you touched your suitcase. Faded out in little ways I couldn't see. You stopped saying goodnight quite like you meant it, but I kept calling that distance just a rough week. You were gone in conversations with your back turned, laughing at a world I wasn't in. I held on to almost every half smile, like they were proof we hadn't reached the end. I saw the signs, I read them wrong, called it a phase and tried to stay strong. I loved you past your leaving, held on when you'd already let go, stayed when your heart was halfway out the door. Like the last light in a window, you moved out of my tomorrow while I was stuck inside our past. You said goodbye in pieces, I said we can make this last. You were gone before I knew it, but my heart refused to see it. 'Cause I loved you past your leaving, long after you stopped loving me. We're still pulled out at our table, but you stopped sitting long before you left. Your toothbrush by the sink turned into artwork, a relic of a promise we outgrew to death. You say I'm just tired and I believe you, tuck blankets over secrets in your eyes. You were learning how to miss me in the daylight while I was memorizing the ways not to cry. You let the silence fill the space, I called it growing, you called it grace. I loved you past your leaving, held on when you'd already let go, I stayed when your heart was halfway out the door. Like the last light in a window, you moved out of my tomorrow while I was stuck inside our past. You said goodbye in pieces, I said we can make this last. You were gone before I knew it, but my heart refused to see it. 'Cause I loved you past your leaving, long after you stopped loving me. I should've heard it in the way you said my name, like it belonged to someone you once knew. I should've felt it when you hugged me with one arm, like you were saving the other one for someone new. But I was busy painting over all the cracks, calling it was just under stress. You were halfway down the hallway of our story while I was still getting dressed. If loving you meant losing me, I gave myself up willingly. Thought I could hold the door frame with my hands and keep you from the street. Now I'm standing in the doorway of a house that doesn't fit. Your echo on the staircase, every week that never lived. You walked away so softly, I almost missed the sound, but my heart stayed kneeling on that cold familiar ground. I loved you past your leaving, didn't know you'd already gone. Kept making space on my side of the bed for a ghost that carried on. You moved into your new life while I kept ours on repeat, talking to your shadow on your empty side of the sheet. You said maybe we'll be better, I heard baby don't you quit. So I loved you through the silence, heart refused to see it. Now I'm learning how to breathe where your goodbye used to be. One day I'll love me like I loved you, even when you long gone, gone free. Till then I'm healing from the moment I kept holding on to what had left. 'Cause I loved you past your leaving, long after you stopped loving me. I see you standing in the doorway of a life that isn't mine. You're laughing like you used to, but the hand you hold's not intertwined with mine. You tilt your head the way you did when I first made you smile. Now somebody else gets to be the reason for that light. I pass you in the city like a stranger on the train. You don't notice how my heartbeat spells your name in quiet pain. You brush the hair back from their face the way I taught you once. Guess I was just rehearsal for your real forever love. And I'm still here with all our first. You're out there giving them your best. I watch you love someone else from the corner of a crowded world. You hold them like I dreamed you'd hold me when we were still boy and girl. You give them all the softness I begged you not to hide. They get the open arm version of you I fought to find inside. And I smile like I'm okay while my chest turns into hell. Standing in the wreckage as I watch you love someone else. You post a picture on a Sunday, you're both wrapped up in blue. Same coffee shop, same corner booth where I wrote I love you on your hand in June. I shouldn't still be checking, but your life lights up my phone. Every caption says you're happy, and I'm proud, but I'm alone. Do you tell them about the nights you couldn't sleep without the rain? Do you say that someone used to kiss the sadness from your veins? Do you talk about the mountains that you swore we'd go and see? Or did all our half-made plans get buried with you and me? You finally learned to stay, it seems, just not in any of my dreams. I watch you love someone else from the outside looking in. You're the song that never finished on my tired bitten skin. You give them all your patience you'll never find for me. They get the collected version of the heart I set free. And I say I'm happy for you, so you don't act, so you can't tell that I'm breaking in slow motion as I watch you love someone else. I held you when you hated you, taught you down from every ledge. I learned the language of your scars, balance bleeding on your edge. I pour myself in empty cups, hoping one day you would fill. Now someone drinks the sweetness that I helped you learn to spill. And I know I should be grateful they finally found your peace, but the part of me that loves you doesn't know the word release. So I keep my distance safely from the life where you belong. Whisper blessings in the dark over a love that moved on. I watch you love someone else, silent from the second row. clapping for your happy ending, in a play where I can't go. You look at them the way I prayed you'd always look at me, and I'm learning how to lose you without tearing at the seams. I watch you love someone else under lights that used to be ours. You're finally giving someone what I saw inside your scars. They get to you, I always knew was waiting underneath the doubt. I guess my part in your story was just helping you find out. So I carry what we almost were on a shelf inside myself, while you build a brand new future with somebody else. I say I'm fine and mean it on the days I don't feel ready, 'cause real love sometimes looks like watching you love someone else. If you ever think about me, hope you know I tried my best to love you into loving you, even if I lost the rest. And I'll fade into the background as your new life writes itself, with a heart that still beats softer every time I watch you love someone else. You fix your hair the way I like, but not because of me. You laugh a little softer, you drink your coffee sweet. You'll talk about the heartbreak that taught you how to stay and never say my name, but I'll be there anyway. You tell them how you hate goodbyes and sleeping all alone. You say you learn to listen and put down your phone. You call yourself a mess once, then say you're getting better. You won't mention I was the one who held you through the weather. I gave you all my first times, you give them the refined version of the person that I broke myself to find. I'm jealous of who gets you next. They get the healing, I got the wreck. They'll never know the nights I stay to talk you down and hold your shakes. They'll get the I'm ready now, I got the I don't know how. You'll love them right with all the lessons from my chest, and I'm standing in the ruins, jealous of who gets you next. You walk them down the streets we called our favorite place in town. You'll say I used to come here, but the weed gets watered down. You'll show them all the sunsets that we never got to see, 'cause we were busy fighting over what you'd never be. You'll finally meet their parents, you'll show up right on time. You'll learn to say I'm sorry without crossing every line. You'll hold their hand in crowds the way you never did with mine. You'll prove that you can show up when the stars refuse to shine. In all the ways I beg you to be honest, to be kind, will look so natural when you leave me far behind. I'm jealous of who gets you next. They get the healing, I got the wreck. They'll never know the nights I stay to talk you down and hold your shakes. They'll get the
hope they never see you breaking on the bathroom floor at 3. I hope they never hear you say you would be better off without me. Cause I held that version of you, the one who didn't know their worth. I stitched your seams with my bare hands and bled into your hurt. So when you smile without the shadows and you finally feel enough, I'll be proud I helped you get there, but it still hurt like love. I'm jealous of who gets you next, of the hand they get to hold, of the calm after the storms that I weathered in the cold. They'll never taste the bitter, only sweetness on your lips. They'll get the whole, I got the broken pieces in my fist. Oh, I'm jealous of who gets you next. They get the future, I'm just your ex. They'll build a life on all the things we only talked about in dreams. They'll get the ring you swore you'd fear, the settled heart you couldn't be here. You'll call them home the way I begged you to confess, and I'll smile like I'm okay, but I'm jealous of who gets you next. So here's to all the love we tried, to all the tears I won't pretend. I'll heal, but I'll always be a little haunted by the fact that I loved you at your worst, so they could have your best. And I'm quietly forever jealous of who gets you next.
You in a passing car, reflection in the glass. For a second I forgot that what we had is in the past. Your laughter in my headphones from a video I saved. I press replay like maybe I can bring you back that way. I still set a place for you at tables in my mind. We talk like nothing's broken, like we never ran out of time. I reach for you on nights when every streetlight feels like you, but all I hold is shadows of a love I thought I knew. I close my eyes and you're still here, but when I open them you disappear. I kissed you in a memory, felt your heartbeat next to me. You said you'd never let me go, but that was just a dream I wrote. On pages soaked with yesterday, where you and I don't fade away. I woke up with an empty room and sheets that smell like you, because I only kissed you in a memory, not the truth. Your jacket's on the back of that same old kitchen chair. I swear I hear your footsteps when there's nobody there. Your name is like a song that every radio still plays, but it's just an echo now of all our better days. I walk the park at midnight where we carved our names in stone. The bench still holds our secret, but I'm sitting there alone. I trace the lines we promised like they're written in my skin, and trying to find the moment when forever caved in. I see your face in every for you, or were you halfway out the door? Did I fall in love with you, or who I was before? I keep you in a picture frame where time can't touch your eyes, where we're still young and unafraid of every goodbye. If letting go means losing you, then I don't know how to. So I keep you in the only place I still can touch you. So I kissed you in a memory where your heart still beats for me, where we never learn to break and nothing's more than we can take. In that world, you're still mine, frozen in a perfect time. But the morning pulls me back into a life without you. I kissed you in a memory to feel what I can feel in reality. You said you never let me go, now I'm dancing with your shadow. On pages torn and washed in tears, I write your name through all the years. But when the sun breaks through, I'm left with just the proof that I only kissed you in a memory. If I see you in another life, I'll hold you in the light, not in the night. But until then, I'll close my eyes to see that you who's still in love in my memory. In my memory. Your coffee cup is still here, getting cold on the counter. 2 chairs at the table, but one feels like a stranger now. You left your jacket hanging, like you might come back for it. But the silence in this room says you're not coming around. We were laughing in the dark just 24 hours ago. You were tracing constellations on my skin so slow. You said, baby, you're my always, with your lips against my cheek. Funny how forever can fall apart in a week. It's crazy how a heart can turn from red to black and blue. In the space between your good night and your we're through. Last night's I love you feels like a lie in the morning light. Thought we were bulletproof. Now I'm just talking to the night. You were holding me like you never let me go. Now I'm scrolling through the words you wrote. How can forever disappear so soon? I'm haunted by last night's I love you. Toothbrush by the sink still leans on mine like we're okay. The dent in your side of the mattress hasn't learned you walked away. There's a message on my phone from 2 a.m. You said you cared at 9 a.m. You packed your things like I was never really there. You said we get through anything, the storms were meant for two. But you found an exit in the cracks I never saw in you. You kissed me on the forehead like you always used to do. Who knew that was your last goodbye disguised as something true? How do words turn poison in a single afternoon? How did I not feel the ending and you see you soon? Last night's I love you feels like a ghost on my bedroom wall. Every promise we grew, now just ashes in the hall. You were whispering you're all I'm dreaming of. Now you say that we just fell out of love. How can forever disappear so soon? I'm haunted by last night's I love you.
Was I holding on to someone who'd been letting go for months? I replay the way you looked at me under that soft TV glow, searching for a warning sign in the eyes I used to know. If love had an expiration date, you wrote it in the dark. And I woke up this morning with the pieces of my heart. Last night's I love you echoes in an empty room. I reach out to touch you, but I only touch the truth. You can't build a lifetime on words that fade by noon. I'm drowning in last night's I love you. Last night's I love you. Last night's I love you. Was a flower in the rain, beautiful for one more night, then washed out by the pain. You were promising a world where we'd never say goodbye. Now I'm staring at a door you closed without a fight. How can forever vanish with the moon? I'm living with last night's I love you. So I'll change the sheets and hide the frames, erase our names from window panes. But every time the daylight breaks through, I'll still remember last night's I love you. I told my friends I wouldn't do this, said I'd stay on my side of town. But somehow every highway still finds a way to circle round. Your name is in the road signs, your face is in the rearview glass. And every time I try to leave you, I just end up driving past. Your mailbox looks the same still, like it's waiting for my name. Your bedroom window's dark now, but my heart still looks that way. I slow down by your driveway, like the night we first would meet. Now it's just my headlights shaking on the lonely lights on your street. And I'm the ghost outside your light. You're the one warm house tonight. Under lonely lights on your street, where we laughed, where we kissed, where you climbed in next to me. Every corner holds a promise that we swore we'd never break. Now I'm circling your memories like I can't escape the ache. You moved on, but I'm still part where your world and mine would meet. Just me and my reflection in the lonely lights on your street. I see the neighbor's TV flicker through the curtains soft and dim. I used to wave at them beside you, now they wouldn't know it's him. 'Cause I'm just some tired stranger with a heart that never leaves, tracing hearts on fogged up windows no one's here to ever see. There's a for sale sign on the corner, not the one outside your place. But I wish I could buy back every fight, every mistake. I imagine someone loves you where my arms used to compete, while I'm out here counting pavement and these lonely lights on your street. If I called you from the car, would you even know my heart? Under lonely lights on your street, where we danced in the rain with shoes on our cold feet, where you swore that you'd be waiting by that gate at 2:30. Now it's just the wind that answers when I say I still love you. to the stop sign where you kissed me first goodnight. You said please don't make me choose you if you're not gonna fight. I thought we had forever, so I let the moment pass. Now forever's just a memory I'm watching through the glass. These lonely lights on your street turn my tears into silver on the sea. I whisper, are you happy? To a house that can't reply, and the quiet in your window is the only real goodbye. Under lonely lights on your street, I finally put the car in gear and lift my feet. Every meter that I'm moving feels like tearing out a scene, leaving pieces of us scattered down this road where we believe. You've got warmth behind those walls, I've got cold hands on this wheel. You let go and I'm still learning how to live with what I feel. So I say goodbye in silence to the ghosts I used to meet, and drive away from who we were, 'neath the lonely lights on your street. First frost on the window, your name in the glass. I trace it with a fingertip, like I could bring you back. The city's wearing white, like it's trying to forget, but every corner, every street still remembers what we had. I walked the path we used to take down by the river bend. Our footprints from last winter have long since met their end, but I can see us in the distance, laughing in our borrowed coats. Now it's just me and my breath, turning into lonely ghosts. I thought the cold might numb the ache, but it just makes your absence take up every inch of air I know. As I watch the sky let go, I'm lost in the falling snow, looking for the you I used to know. Every flake a little memory of the way you once held me. You said we'll make it through the storm. Now I'm out here far from warm. Your shadow's all that chose to show, and I'm lost, lost in the falling snow. Your scarf still hangs behind my door, a color in this gray. I wrap it tight around my neck, like it could make you stay. I wear your old knit sweater, sleeves hanging past my hands, like maybe if I look like you, I finally understand. Street lamps blur through teardrops, haloed in the night. Every car that passes feels like it could be your headlights. I listen for your laughter in the crunch beneath my feet, but all I hear is winter's hum and a heart that won't retreat. I keep on dialing back in time, but all the lines are busy in my mind. I'm lost in the falling snow, looking for the you I used to know.
softer winter in the arms of someone new. Do they know that when it's snowing you used to think of me too? I'm standing where you kissed me first, under this same street lights glow. Only difference now is you're not here and I'm buried deeper in the snow. I'm lost in the falling snow, whispering your name so low that only my own heart can hear. How much I wish you were still here. I'm lost in the falling snow, tracing all the places we let go. Every flake of fragile piece of a love that couldn't keep. You said I'll never let you freeze, but you let go of my sleeves. Now the wind's the only one that knows how I break. Lost in the falling snow. Heavy thinking, ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info. First frost on the window, your name in the glass. I trace it with a fingertip, like I could bring you back. The city's wearing white light, is trying to forget, but every corner, every street still remembers what we had. I walked the path we used to take down by the river bend. Our footprints from last winter have long since met their end, but I can see us in the distance, laughing in our borrowed coats. Now it's just me and my breath turning into lonely ghosts. I thought the cold might numb the ache, but it just makes your absence take up every inch of air I know as I watch the sky let go. I'm lost in the falling snow, looking for the you I used to know. Every flake a little memory of the way you once held me. You said we'll make it through the storm. Now I'm out here far from warm. Your shadow's all that chose to show, and I'm lost, lost in the falling snow. Scarf still hangs behind my door, the color in is gray. I wrap it tight around my neck, like it could make you stay. I wear your old knit sweater, sleeves hanging past my hands, like maybe if I look like you, I'll finally understand. Street lamps blur through teardrops, haloed in the night. Every car that passes feels like it could be your headlights. I listen for your laughter and the crunch beneath my feet, but all I hear is winter's hum and a heart that won't retreat. I keep on dialing back in time, but all the lines are busy in my mind. used to show us. Lost in the falling snow. We promised we'd be evergreen while the world turned white and bare. We swore that even if we changed, we still find each other there. But seasons don't ask how you feel, they just turn and let you drown. One day we were building angels, next day you were leaving town. Did you find a softer winter in the arms of someone new? Do they know that when it's snowing you used to think of me too? I'm standing where you kissed me first under the same streetlights glow. Only difference now is you're not here and I'm buried deeper in the snow. I'm lost in the falling snow, whispering your name so low that only my own heart can hear. How much I wish you were still here. I'm lost in the falling snow, tracing all the places we let go. Every flake a fragile piece of a love that couldn't keep. You said I'll never let you freeze, but you let go of my sleeves. Now the wind's the only one that knows how I break. Lost in the falling snow. I'll find my way when mornings come, when sidewalks start to show. But tonight I'm just your echo, stumbling down this empty road. I turn my collar to the wind, let one last I love you go. It disappears into the white, where all our almost seem to glow. If you feel a chill you can't explain, somewhere in your new unknown, that's just my heart still out here wandering, lost in the falling snow, alone. Heavy thinking, ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info. I used to play the radio just to feel you in the room. We dance around the kitchen floor at 3 a.m. beneath the moon. You sing the parts you always loved, I'd harmonize with all your flaws. You look at me like I was home, like love was bigger than the walls. But now the speakers feel too loud for a heart that's caving in. Every chorus is a photograph of the way it used to be with you and me back then. And every melody I hear sounds like you're still right here. Love songs hurt now, every line cuts like a blade. Every baby don't let go just reminds me that you did one day. Every promise in a verse feels like salt inside this wound. Somehow I used to find us in the lyrics, but love songs hurt now. I switch the stations but it's all the same. Every singer knows our pain, every slow dance, every forever says your name without your name. I used to send you lyrics late at night just to say what I couldn't say. Now I'm scared to hear a love song in case it takes me back that way. Oh, I see us on that empty road, windows down, our favorite track. You're reaching for my hand at red lights, saying you'd always come back. Now every chorus feels like proof that I was just a verse to you.
Love songs hurt now. Every line cuts like a blade. Every baby don't let go just reminds me that you did one day. Every promise in a verse feels like salt inside this wound. Somehow I used to find us in the lyrics, but love songs hurt now. I mute the world when they start to play. A first dance, a second chance. Oh, they're never gonna leave you lines and lies that stole my last defense. Did you ever mean those words you sang, driving through the city light? Or were you just a chorus, looking for a place to say goodnight? I wish I could forget the way you whispered every note. Say this song is how I feel for you. Now it's just a knife stuck in my throat. So turn the volume down. I can't take another vow from some stranger on the radio, promising what you don't now. Love songs hurt now. They don't heal, they just reopen somehow. Love songs hurt now. Heavy I will always stay. Here's another broken echo of the girl who walked away. Every chorus about forever feels like it's laughing at me now. I used to live inside those lyrics, but love songs hurt now. Love songs hurt now. Can't sing along the way I did. Every verse is just a graveyard for the future that we hid. Maybe someday I'll forgive the sound, but tonight I'm turning all of it down. Cause every love song on this crowded, lonely spinning earth stopped feeling like a blessing the day you turned into my curse. I used to believe in every word, but all I hear is goodbye somehow. You taught me how to love to music and how love songs hurt now.
We used to sing along to every line. Windows down, your hand tangled up in mine. Every chorus felt like summer air. Every note was light and you were there. You'd hum the parts you didn't know, make up words just to steal the show. You spin me in the kitchen off the beat, laughing when you stepped on my feet. But somewhere in the middle of our favorite melody, the bright chord started bending into something underneath. Now the chorus doesn't lift me like it did. Every happy line sounds like a lie we hid. Cause our song's in a minor key now. Every note's a little lower, every word's a little loud. We used to feel like sunlight spilling through the room. It's just a shadow of a love that bloomed too soon. We were dancing in a major, now we're breaking on the three. I don't recognize the tune you left in me. You took the joy, you took the harmony, and turned our song into a minor key. Still there on the shelf, cracked sleeves just like myself. I play it just to feel you near, and hate the way it pulls you here. The needle hits and there you are, singing off key in my car. But but the warmth is gone, the sound is thin. It's like someone dimmed the light within. You changed the tempo with your half-true words, slipped in silence where there once were chords. And every time the refrain comes around, I brace myself for where we fell down. Our song's in a minor key now. Every note's a little lower, every word's a little loud. We used to feel like sunlight spilling through the room. It's just a shadow of a love that bloomed too soon. We were dancing in a major, now we're breaking on the three. I don't recognize the tune you left in me. You took the joy, you took the harmony, and turned our song into a minor key. We were verses full of laughter, we were bridges built on trust. We were choruses of always before always turned to dust. You were my favorite crescendo, then you faded like a chord, left hanging in the doorway of a song we can't afford. Now it's all unresolved endings, suspended notes that never rest. We never got to the resolution, just the echo in my chest. If love was sheet music, we tore the page in two. You kept the parts that made you whole and left me with the blues. So I sit here at the piano, playing what we used to be, changing all our pretty majors into aching minor keys. Our song's in a minor key now. Whisper where you once sang proud. Our song's in a minor key now. Every note's a little broken, every word's a little drowned. We used to feel like fireworks framing up the sky. It's just a quiet, burning question why. We were dancing in a major, now I'm falling on my knees, trying to fix a chord that won't agree. You took the light, you took the best of me, and left our song in a minor key. Maybe someday I'll write a new refrain, one that doesn't taste like your name. But tonight I'll play what's left of you and me on this old piano, softly, our song. In a minor key. We drew forever on a napkin in a downtown cafe. You traced the future on my palm and said you'd always stay. We wrote our names inside a heart on fogged up window glass. Promised we would never be a story of the past. You folded up my fears like notes in your back pocket. Said if the world fell apart, we'd rise above it. But storms don't ask permission, they just find a way. Now I'm standing where you left me on that cold November day. And every promise that we made is running down the sidewalk drain. I'm watching everything we were wash away, wash away. Now we just paper hearts in the rain, ink bleeding out with your name. Every I love you we wrote, dripping down my overcoat. You said forever, then you let go. Left me with stories only I know. Guess we were never built to stay. Just paper hearts in the rain. But I still keep your letters in a shoebox by my bed. means all the things we never said. The edges curling up like how we pulled apart. Watermarks of yesterday are stained across my heart. Your sweater's on the chair where you used to lay it down. I hear your ghost in every creak and floorboard in this town. I walk the streets we used to own like someone else moved in and painted over all the places where our love had been. And every photograph we took is blurred by tears I never should. I'm standing in the pouring truth, losing you, losing you. Now we're just paper hearts in the rain, ink bleeding out with your name. Every I love you we wrote, dripping down my overcoat. You said forever, then you let go. Left me with stories only I know. Guess we were never built to stay. Just paper hearts in the rain. Maybe we were fragile from the start, holding back the thunder in our hearts, wishing we could weather every storm. But we were only human, only torn. If I could fold time like an airplane, I'd fly back to before the first raindrop came. I'd hold you tighter, I'd make you stay. But all I have now is the sound of your footsteps fading away. Just paper hearts in the rain, your voice still calling my name. I pick up the pieces, they slip through my hands like colors running, like washed out plans. Now we're just paper hearts in the rain, ink bleeding out with your name. Every forever that we spoke, dissolving in the words you broke. You said you'd always be my home. Now I'm standing in the storm alone. Guess we were never built to stay. Just paper hearts in the rain. Just paper hearts in the rain. So I let the sky cry what I can't say. Watch our love fade slowly gray. When morning comes, I'll walk away from paper hearts in the rain. We were standing on the sidewalk in the first week of December. You were staring at your shoes like there was something to remember. Your breath came out in little clouds, mine tangled up with yours. But every word we didn't say was freezing in the air between our chords. You used to pull me closer every time the cold would bite. Now your hands stay in your pockets like you're holding on too tight to the pieces of a goodbye. You don't wanna let me see, so I just watch the distance grow where your arms used to be. I can feel it in the quiet more than anything you've done. We're not screaming, we're not breaking, we're just slowly coming undone. There's snowfall between us, gentle but it's building up. Every flake, another moment that we didn't call it love. We're smiling like we're fine, but we're losing all our heat, watching all our always disappear beneath our feet. We're standing in the same place, but we're not who we were once. You're inches from my fingers, but a million miles from my touch. There's snowfall between us. You say I'm just a little tired, with that almost honest voice. And I like I believe you, like we never had a choice. We talk about the holidays
days like we're still making plans, but the future feels like glitter slipping through my clumsy hands. I remember last December when you kissed my frozen nose, said if the world turns to ice, you're the only one I'll hold. Now the snowflakes land on both of us and melt on different skins. I'm trying to find the part of you that lets me back again. Everywhere we leave unspoken falls as white between our feet. We keep talking about the weather, cause we're scared to face the heat. There's snowfall between us, soft but it keeps piling high. Every flake a broken promise, we just cover up with lies. We're laughing like we're strangers who don't know what's underneath, but I can feel our memories getting buried on the street. We're standing in the same place, but we're not who we were once. You're inches from our fingers, but a million miles from my touch. There's snowfall, snowfall between us. If I reach for you right now, would you let my fingers through? Or would they hit the wall of winter that you've been building from the truth? I wanna say I'm scared to lose you, I wanna say I see you go, but my lips are getting colder and my courage hides below. So we just watch the sky keep falling like it's easier that way. Letting tiny little crystals do the talking we can't say. Maybe love was just a season that we stretch past what it's for. Maybe we were meant to melt, not to survive this kind of storm. Now with snowfall between us, catching on your lashes on my hair. I can't tell if these are raindrops or the tears I won't let share. You take care, land so gently, but it shivers like goodbye. I'm standing right in front of you and still we're on opposite sides. The snowfall between us, and now I'm losing you in white. You fade into the distance under some old broken street light. Every step you take away leaves a print I'll never fill. Every flake that is my mouth tastes like words I kept still. We're standing in the same town, but we're not the same at all. You walk back to your doorway, I walk into the snowfall. You're inches from my memory, but a world away from us. I whisper I still love you, but it vanishes in dust. There's snowfall between us, covering everything we knew. When the streets all look like blank pages, I'll still see the shape of you. By morning they'll have shoveled all our footprints from the ground, but I'll remember how it felt when the only thing around was the quiet of you leaving and the white we walked right through. The day we stood together with the whole sky falling between me and you.
The radiators hum like they're pretending to be warm, but there's a chill inside this room that doesn't come from any storm. Your sweater's on the armrest, your mug's still on the sill. The lipstick stain is faded, but the memory never will. Outside the city's covered in a temporary white, couples walking hand in hand beneath the crooked street light. We used to be that picture wrapped up in each other's coats. Now I'm just a silhouette replaying all the words you wrote. I fog the glass with breathing to write your name again. It melts away in seconds like we did back then. And my tears in the winter air turn to diamonds on the windowsill like you were never there. Every drop that leaves my eyes feels like another last goodbye. You said love would keep us warm through every dark December storm, but you let go and left me standing bare with my tears frozen in the winter air. We hung our hopes like tinsel on a crooked Christmas tree. You said next year we'll have a house, a dog, a bigger balcony. Now the lights are tangled in a box beneath the bed, and I'm untangling the promises that never left your head. I hear our favorite carol through the walls from down the hall. Someone else is making memories where we once planned it all. I turn the volume up on some old movie we both knew, just to fill the empty spaces where I used to fit with you. I pour 2 cups of cocoa out of habit, then I freeze. There's only one pair of hands shaking in these sleeves, and my tears in the winter air turn to glitter on the floorboards of a love that isn't there. Every shiver down my spine spells your name in crooked lines. You said, baby, this is home. Now I face the cold alone. The season's full of joy that we don't share, just my tears hanging in the winter air. I remember you said snow made everything look fresh and new, like the world gets one more chance to start again. You'd say and laugh at you. Funny how the world moves on while I stay in last year's coat, wearing all the words you never said like buttons at my throat. Do you still wish upon your breath when it comes out in little clouds? Do you still hate the quiet nights when the city's not so loud? Does some stranger hold you closer when the wind cuts through your bones? Do they know that once you promised I would never face this cold alone? I stand out on the balcony, let the night bite at my skin. Every star above is distant, like the place where you begin. I whisper I still love you, but it dissolves into the sky. Just another bit of warmth that didn't make it, didn't survive. Tears in the winter air, no one sees them but they're everywhere. These tears in the winter air fall invisible on sidewalks on a world that doesn't care. Every frozen fragile piece is a fragment of our me and you released. You said love was like a fire, but you left me with the ash and wires. Now I'm trying not to break with every breath I share, with my tears lost inside the winter air. Maybe when the spring arrives and the ice begins to fade, I'll find pieces of the courage that you took when you walked away. But tonight the wind's still calling and your ghost is everywhere. So I'll cry for what we might have been and let it hang there. Just me, a dim lamp in the corner, and the echo of your chair. An empty room, a heavy heart, and tears in the winter air. I'm parked outside the place where we swore we'd never say goodbye. Your porch light's on, but I'm not welcome in that warm yellow sky. Your shadow moved behind the curtains, like I'm watching someone else's life. I grip the wheel a little tighter, trying not to come inside. The engine hums like it could hold me if I just stay in this seat. But all these tiny memories keep crashing into me. Headlights of strangers passing by, catch the color in my eyes. Now there's tears on the dashboard, falling faster than the rain. Little rivers on the plastic, tracing out your name. I'm stuck between I miss you and driving on alone. But every street I could turn down just leads me back to what we broke. With tears on the dashboard and nowhere left to go. Your sweatshirt's in the backseat, thrown there after our last fight. I said I didn't want it, but I pulled it on tonight. Your playlist on the stereo, still cute on our old song. I skip it, then I play it just to feel where we went wrong. The glove box holds your letters, folded corners, fading ink. You wrote I'll never leave you. Guess forever came and went too quick. The wipers wipe the glass so clear, but I still see you sitting here. 'Cause there's tears on the dashboard, falling faster than the rain. Little rivers on the plastic, tracing out your name. I'm stuck between I'm sorry and turning this car around. But you've already closed that chapter, you're not waiting to be found. So I let tears hit the dashboard till my heart can't make a sound. If I put this car in drive, would it take me somewhere new? Or would every traffic light turn red with thoughts of you? I imagine ringing your doorbell, you opening with sleepy eyes, me spilling out 1,000 words that can't rewind our lives. I whisper to the empty air, you're still my home, you know. But all I hear is the heater fan and a song on low. Tears on the dashboard, shining in the dashboard light. My reflection looks like someone who forgot how to be alright. I trace her heart into the fog, watch it fade like we did too. Even my own breath is leaving, just like you. Now there's tears on the dashboard, and my hands won't leave the wheel. Like if I never move from here, I won't have to heal. Every mile that waits ahead feels like losing you again. So I sit here with the engine on, drowning in what might have been. Tears on the dashboard and your ghost in every line. I'll dry my face before I go, pretend I'm doing fine. But this car will always know the truth. When the night is cold and blue, there were tears on the dashboard, 'cause I didn't know how to drive away from you. One more sigh, one more song, one more look at your
front door. Then I pull out of this memory, but part of me stays where you are. And if you ever see these streaks I left on the glass that knew us best, you'll know I loved you in every mile, every breath, in every tear on the dashboard. There used to be a hum in this apartment, your records, your keys, and the door. The sound of you singing in the shower, bare feet on the creaking floor. Now all I hear is the clock in the kitchen, counting every breath I take. I never knew that quiet could be heavy till it settled in the space you left to break. The TV's on, but I'm not watching, just trying to fill the air with something that's not your leaving, with a voice that isn't yours anywhere. I turn the volume up, but it's never quite enough to drown out what we were and what we're not. This is the silence after love, where your name still fits my tongue, but I don't say it out loud, 'cause there's nobody to hear it now. No more late night whispered fights, no more baby, are you alright? Just echoes of the promises we never quite lived up. This is the silence, the empty violence, the space that swallowed us up. I thought noise would hurt the most, but it's the quiet that cuts, and the silence after love. Your toothbrush in the drawer, but I hid it, like that could make it hurt less. Your sweater's on the chair where you left it. I sit there just to feel the weight of absence on my chest. I keep my phone face down on the table, still I check it every hour for a message you're not sending, for a call that has no power. Our friends still say your name like it's harmless. I laugh and say I'm fine, I swear, then go home to this museum of a life where you're no longer there. I thought the tears would flood me first, but all that came was this cold and wordless curse. This is the silence after love, where your name still fits my tongue, but I don't say it out loud, 'cause there's nobody to hear it now. No more text me when you're home, no more leave a light turned on, just messages and sending memories I can't unplug. This is the silence, the broken science of how two hearts give up. I thought noise would hurt the most, but it's the quiet that cuts, in the silence after love. We used to fill the gaps with stories, talk about the smallest things, what you dreamed about at 7, how you hated diamond rings. Now the gaps have grown like oceans between islands we can't reach, and there's no one on the other side to answer when I speak. If love is built on conversations, ours just faded word by word, till all that's left is sentences that you'll never get to hear. So I lay here in the hallway, back against the bedroom door, listening for your footsteps in a quiet that's not yours.
My heart keeps trying to dial you, but my hands won't pick it up. I'm learning a new language called the silence after love. This is the silence after love, where forever hangs unanswered, like a prayer lost above. No more I'll be right back, no more wait, we'll figure it out. Just the sound of my own breathing and the buzzing of my doubt. I've got questions with no endings, I've got wounds without a touch. I thought shouting would be worse, but it's the stillness that erupts in the silence after love. Every echo is a bruise, every quiet room reminds me you're the sound I had to lose. Maybe one day I'll fill this space with something stronger than us, but tonight it's just me and all this endless aching hush in the silence after love. I turn the lights out, say goodnight to the ghost of who we were, and in the dark it's loud enough to hear my own heart learn how to be without your rhythm, how to breathe without your touch. One more lonely conversation with the silence after love. I woke up to the sunlight on the same old window pane. The day circled on my calendar still whispers out your name. I made your brand of coffee just the way you used to drink. Stood in the kitchen barefoot, gave myself too much time to think. We used to count down to this morning like it was our New Year's Eve. Remember when we met, you'd say like you still couldn't believe. We'd walk down to the river where the fireworks touched the sky. You'd swear that you could feel it every time you caught my eye. But my phone stayed quiet, not a single sign from you. Just the echo of a promise that we never saw come true. You forgot our favorite day, the one we swore we'd never let you slip away. No, remember when, no, I miss you. Just your life without me painted in a different hue. I lit a candle for the memory. You posted pictures in some crowded city streets, smiling like we never had it yesterday. And I'm here holding on to all the things you let decay. On the day you forgot our favorite day. Do you remember rainy summers, dancing barefoot in the park? You said if the world ended, you still find me in the dark. We carved the date into the table at that little corner bar. You said even if I lose my mind, I'll never lose this part. Now the table's just a splinter in a story worn and old, and I'm the only one who visits where our promises are told. You're out there buying flowers for a life that isn't mine. I'm here talking to the ghosts of us in 2009. I watched the clock hit midnight like a door that wouldn't move, waiting for a message that you never had to prove. You forgot our favorite day, the one we swore we'd frame inside our hearts and never trade. No late night call, no breaking voice, just silence where there used to be a choice. I kept a table for our history. You changed the channel on a love that once was me, laughing like the past just washed away. And I'm here memorizing every word you didn't say. On the day you forgot our favorite day, I guess the dates that mark my soul were just numbers on your phone. I wrote them down in ink and blood. You wrote them down in stone. Easy to skip, easy to miss, like a song you used to love that doesn't fit your playlist now, or the life you're dreaming of. I hope your new days treat you kind. I hope you never feel this ache. But part of me still wishes you'd at least feel something break when this morning hit your window like it did on mine today. And you realize somewhere deep inside where you let slip away. So here's to all the birthdays we swore we'd never spend alone. Here's to every quiet midnight where our hearts once had a home. I raised a glass to what we were in an empty kitchen light, whispered happy favorite day to you into a one-sided night. You forgot our favorite day, but my heart's still dressed up like you'd be on your way. I set a place for your forgiveness next to all the shattered plates. Cooked your favorite kind of dinner just to stare down at my face in the reflection of a love that couldn't stay. You're out there writing brand new first while I'm stuck inside our last, living in a loop of anniversaries you buried in the past. Maybe someday I won't bleed when the circle comes around. Maybe I'll wake up and find it's just another day in town. But today the sky feels heavier and your absence wears your shape. And I'm counting all the ways my heart still knows the date on the day you forgot our favorite day. I'll wash the dishes, blow the candle out, let the evening fade to gray. But a part of me will always live in that first time you said stay. So if you ever feel a shiver on a random ordinary day, it's just my memory brushing past you on the day you forgot our favorite day.